Hi lovelies, another video. Oh my god, another video. Oh my god, what is that? Another video? Oh my god. Yes, it's another video. Today I'll do another reaction video. I hope the whole week is not going to be reaction videos because that would be fucking boring. Now, today I will be reacting to I Spent a Day with GOTHS. I hope I'm pronouncing it right because I've been getting people saying like, you're supposed to pronounce God, like with H. But because I have a speech like thingy, I have a trouble with pronunciation of certain kind of words. So forgive me for that. Anthony Padilla, I hope I say his name right because names really don't work with me somehow, is known to be one of the really good YouTubers that actually spends his time interviewing people, researching stuff, doing actually big stuff, you know, making documentary kind of style things. And the guy is funny and, sorry, I'm gonna say this, that guy is fucking hot. If you see Anthony Padilla, which we'll see in my reaction, the guy is pretty fucking attractive, like, you know. We spent a day with God and he does his interview and things, so I will be reacting to that today. Hopefully it will be an informative video for you all. I don't know. I will have to say, and I will give my own honest opinion about it. I will not be like judged because it's Anthony Padilla. I don't have to be like liking this. That's not my style. Fuck no. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna hit replay.
Goth, a subculture visually defined by its characteristic black clothing, hair, lipstick, fingernail polish, and pale complexion, along with an emphasis on finding beauty in what others may consider dark. Yeah. While aesthetics are certainly an important factor, many feel the goth lifestyle is predominantly defined by gothic rock, an evolution of the post-punk music scene in the 1980s. That's true. Nearly 40 years since its explosion into the mainstream, the goth subculture is still thriving to this day.
I have to respond to that. Again, that's Graveyard Girl. She's not goth. She's just her own style. But the band before this, I'm sorry, that was not a goth band. They actually are pronounced not goth, just their own style. So I have no idea why he put that in this intro. Even the Graveyard Girl. I like her because I watch her videos too, but she's not goth. She's her own style, her own quirky self. So why put it in there, Anthony? Why? Tell me why.
Every corner of the earth, with a strong presence everywhere.
That's
from
so
Germany
cybergoth,
to Japan.
death metal.
My name's Anthony Padilla. And today I'm going to be sitting down with GOTHS to learn the truth about this lifestyle and what it's like identifying with the culture that endures such harsh criticism from outsiders. Are GOTHS able to see beauty in the dark and macabre?
Okay, I know this couple, like not personally, but I've subscribed to their channel. It's called Random God Couple. They have a lot of great videos and they're very like getting higher and higher on YouTube because they're really connected with their fans and with the God subculture. If they do a live stream, they will actually talk to you, and you know, and this is weird because I like the Random God Couple, but why would you put them in there if you not, you know, invite them over? It's just weird as hell. Why don't you just pick random like Google images?
Allow them to find a certain peace in life that others simply can't? Or is this merely an obsession with death and destruction that barely scratches the surface of deep-rooted satanic beliefs? Are GOTHS proud of their label? Or has their identity forced them to feel beaten down and shunned into the dark shadows?
I know he's trying to do like the very hard and honest questions and everything, but it doesn't work for me that much.
Stella!
Hello.
Tyler!
Ooh. I can see different styles.
Susie.
You see from every person a different style. She wears a lot of wigs.
Thank you so much for coming out and
different
teaching me about
styles.
the wondrous
Not
world
every god
of
has the same style every day.
Beautiful.
So what do you consider yourself? Goth, deeply dark and mysterious indivial?
I consider myself goth.
I love this line.
Myself to be goth. I would consider myself
Linda
goth.
Blair doll over there.
Second generation.
Ooh.
This generations.
Yeah, my dad is goth and my nieces and nephews are goth. Like, it just runs in the family. Yeah.
You're just breeding goths.
Yeah.
It's genetic at this point.
It could be. You should really test
Is it about blood?
What does being goth entail?
What?
It's a sub-style. It's an aesthetic. It's a music category. It's a friend.
You just have to listen to the music.
It's mostly about the music.
Yeah, that's
really
true.
All it is. I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest, and I give you a bit of explanation. With the God subculture, you can be part of it and whatever you want. If you want to label yourself as God, there's indeed a few subtle, I say subtle rules because I don't want to be one of those gatekeepers. There's a rules that like you have to know about the music, you know, where it comes from, you know, the origins. So like the Cure, Susie and the Banshees, I think it's Joy Division, a few bands, you know, you can name, but you can look them up which one are, you know, the bands. But if you want to be called like I'm part of the goth subculture, you kind of have to know a little bit of backstory, just a tiny bit, you know. We are all accepting of everybody and everything, but you have to know, you know, it comes from the music and your own style. You can make your own style, but you have to know, you know, what the origins are before you name yourself God, you know.
Things, but it's just the music.
The music is the foundation of the culture. It evolved from the post-punk scene that occurred in the late 70s, early 80s. Bands like Susie and the Banshees, The Cure, Joy Division.
How long have you been?
I named the right bands.
Honestly, about 2 years since I, really started listening to the music. It was an episode of South Park where
South Park introduced you to goth culture?
Essentially, because I was like, okay, so that's what it's called.
In 6th grade, finally noticing that I had a look that I could control.
What is it about goth culture that you identify with most?
It's just really leaning into your sensitivity and your sadness and commiserating.
Do people ever mistake you for emo?
No, I've never had that.
Oh,
No, actually,
that?
no, I get goth all the time. Do you get emo all the time?
Oh, I've never gotten goth.
Good clap back.
I thought this looked
Huddy,
goth.
good one.
It's just what I am. What is it about goth
Sorry,
culture
that was a
you
good one.
identify with most?
My house is definitely a part of my goth lifestyle.
Your house is goth.
I'm a taxidermist, trained and accredited.
Yeah,
got
we
dead animals
have
in
our
there.
own style
A lot of
also
dead animals.
in the background, just like own little
Surrounded by
thing.
death.
That's
Yes,
true.
I'm very death positive.
What is it about the dark and macabre that you find so fascinating?
I mean, because we're all gonna die. When I was in high school, I applied to be a makeup artist on cadavers at a funeral home. That was like my dream. I don't have any problem being around death or the dead because I've always looked at it as a natural thing.
Maybe
It's
that's
so easy
indeed
these days
our
to
thing.
ignore it
I'm
and forget
very
about
natural
it.
with
Since, you know,
that.
you don't do funerals in the home anymore. You don't do viewings really of the dead anymore. Things like that. Like they don't happen anymore.
I feel like so many people, at least in
I kinda agree
Western
with that, but
culture
that's just my own
these
opinion.
days, are taught to push death away from a very young age. You know, someone dies in the family, I don't want to see them ever again because I want to remember them when they were alive, and also I don't want to talk about it or think about it at all. I don't want to be reminded of the fact that I'm going to die. Do you feel like that's maybe there's something nice about accepting death and being okay with it and finding the beauty in it?
Well, yes, because when it eventually happens, you were like expecting that. Like we're all gonna die, we all know that, but you have some sort of illness and you're on your deathbed, you had some time to reflect on the beautiful life you had and the friends you made. But yeah, there's a lot of beauty in death.
Do you ever get weird reactions because of your goth fashion choices?
Yes.
I would say like
all the time.
30% of the time I get profiled for a shoplifter.
Really?
They follow
Happens
it
a
around the
lot.
store.
So if you have a tattoo sleeve and you wear black, you're probably going to steal something.
Yeah, I get a lot of people who are like, in messages online asking if like I want to kill myself or like things like that, because like you're so depressed. And I wish that like connotation of it would just go away, because like that's also a stereotype. That's mean.
Yeah,
Do
that
people
is
ever assume
unfortunately
that
the
you're
stereotype that goes around.
because of your look?
Yes. It doesn't help that I have resting bitch face.
Resting bitch face. I get that a lot.
You got RBF?
RBF. I got RBF hard.
I feel like resting bitch face
That's
is
what people
really
think
just a
about me
way
too sometimes.
for people to say,
I'm way
hey,
too much expressive
that
on my
woman
face.
doesn't look as happy as I wish she would look.
Thank you. You know what's a bad thing in the goth community right now that I wish would go away?
Stuff,
Everyone
like-
wants a goth girlfriend.
Carry on.
Is that a thing that people
The
say?
big goth girlfriend thing.
They
You
say
haven't
they
heard
want-
that?
No, they say I want big.
I hate
Oh,
that.
there's people who are saying, I want a big goth girlfriend. That's the trend. I find it extremely
they think it's
demeaning.
just sexy and
because
that's it.
it's saying that goth girls are only wanted because of their look. There's more to
Well.
us than just like big goth girl.
Just because
Is it
we look different,
expensive to
it's
dress
sort
and
of.
look goth?
Yes. Yes.
How much would you say this entire outfit that you're wearing now would cost?
Okay, with everything I have on,
awesome.
from pins to patches to my fanny pack to my boots and my
But that
pants,
thing is a fanny pack.
$600.
Okay, yeah, so that adds up pretty quickly.
That's true.
Yeah.
What is
Being
the
part of
least
alternative
goth thing?
subcultures is
I have
expensive.
Disney Plus.
I love the little Blood.
Do you proudly tell people that you're goth, or is that more of a secret in your life?
I'm pretty proud about it.
Oh, it's not a secret. Like the way I dress, people just automatically assume that I am, so I don't have to tell people.
Most of the time, maybe people assume for me too,
Yeah,
but I have to explain it to them, you know.
Spooky Cat wants to know how you feel about gatekeepers in the community.
The only gatekeeping that I personally find acceptable is the fact that you have to listen to the music to
Understand.
be goth. That is all that
Yep.
matters. You don't have to dress any particular way. Because it is just a music-based subculture. It's like being emo without listening to My Chemical Romance or something like that.
True. Naked Father.
Yeah.
wants
Please bring
to
back
know
emo because
what's
why the
up
fuck
with drinking
is gone
wine
so?
in
I don't know.
graveyards?
He's so hot. Aaron, why don't you take me there?
It's so hot.
Who's Aaron?
No one's ever taken me on a
boyfriend?
date drinking wine in a graveyard. That sounds awesome.
Why do you think so many people have such harsh judgments against goths?
I think people are just very uncomfortable with alternative culture.
Because they can't accept themselves. Like, honestly, it all comes from hurt, which is pretty goth. Maybe they want to be goth too, and that's why they're picking on it, because they want to be, but they can't. Because for some reason, they hold themselves back.
If there's someone watching who feels like they might identify with goth culture, but maybe are afraid to express themselves because they're afraid of that judgment and the backlash that they might receive, is there anything that you want to say to them?
It's hard. I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not always easy.
confidence doesn't always come naturally, but start kind of veering out of your comfort zone, and eventually you'll get to a point where things are easier for you.
I feel like it takes a lot of bravery
Yeah,
and
that's true. I'm
courage
sorry
to
to pause this, but
go out.
that's so true. You have to find your own little nook what you're comfortable wearing. Like, you don't have to wear the black lipstick all the time. Like, that's just my own choice. Sometimes I wear it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wear the blue one. That's just my own fucking choice. But you have to find your own little comfort zone, how far you will go, what styles you will incorporate into your own, sort of your own daily style of being God, and see where it takes you, because you always change. Like, for me, I could be completely different from a year from now and still be God, like still be alternative, but in a different way than, you know, it is. So it's indeed find your own little nook, see what is outside your comfort zone, but don't go too far out of your comfort zone that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Just don't shock yourself too much. But again, you have to step out sometimes. So yeah, that's sort of true.
Dressing goth, knowing that people are going to look at you and knowing that people are going to judge you, but also being confident enough in yourself that you don't necessarily care.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Obviously, if you can't tell I'm black, people like stare at you like, what the fuck you doing? Like, they literally said that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, goth.
Yeah.
If anyone is black out there and wants to be goth or that listen to goth music and people tell you shit, just remember that there was a black person in The Cure. Like, one of the most goth bands ever. There's a black person in it, so just
People
tell that
forget
person
that a lot, don't they? They think of Robert Smith, but they forget
What do
about
your
the rest.
friends and family think about you being goth?
My family is, for the most part, pretty supportive. You know, sometimes I get like, hey, can you not wear this to this? Please.
I called my dad and I was like, Anthony Padilla wants me to come on and be on the
His
show. And
style
my dad was
is
like,
like
oh,
more
you should tell
subdued,
me I'm
but I
goth
don't
too.
mind.
And I was like, hell
And
yeah,
again,
Dad.
You can wear your
What
own
is it about
style. You
being
don't have to wear
goth
the
that
black
brings you the
hair
most
and
joy?
everything.
I
Like,
get to be myself and like indulging in the things I like.
And what do you think the biggest misconception is?
They're purposely trying to scare people that they're going to hurt you, that they're going to hurt others, that they want to hurt themselves. That's a big one. And that's not to say that that's not a part of the community. But there are people who are mentally hurt everywhere, in every community.
Yeah,
so you can't
true.
say that that's just a goth thing.
It's, you know, the religion aspect, like all goths are saying this, or these kids will shoot up schools. I think that came from, you know, the Columbine kids. Marilyn Manson was big in the late 90s, and they listened to Marilyn Manson and Rammstein, so people just assume, since they like that music, they think all kids are...
to be honest, sorry, I have to correct this one. That's not true. I read about this whole damn Marilyn Manson accusations, but the kids that did the Columbine shooting and everything were not even fan of Manson. They were not even fan of them. All alternative bands, like, they were not even fan of them. So for all those politically correct people saying, oh, Manson is the fault, and because they were listening to alternative stuff, it's not true. They were not listening to alternative stuff. They were just kids who wear long black raincoats, which by the way, that's the only reason like, oh, they're goths. No, it's not. They just wore long black raincoats. That's it. So for them to say it's because of Manson, yeah, it's the same thing as like, oh, are they just criminals because of GTA or because of video games? Like, no, that's just wrong in every way.
Opposed to that, want to go shoot up a school, or they're violent, or they're mad and depressed all the time.
Goth makeover time! Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
I brought stuff. I brought some shoes. Okay. They're not in style anymore, but I thought they might be fun.
Okay, Anthony Padilla is a pretty tall guy. Why would you give him platforms? What's with the horns? No, it's too much.
Wow, you are so tall.
Wait, stand here. Stand over here.
I'm sorry. There's aspects of this I like.
Just me hanging out with
but there's some stuff that just doesn't work for him.
You gotta try jumping in them.
Jumping?
Yeah, and platforms. Those are fun.
Oh my god.
Did it feel good?
It felt good. I felt it. And I feel like
the black lipstick looks good on him, by the way. That's
as
one
the raven flies
the horns,
over
though.
a skull, you too shall subscribe to Anthony Padilla.
Please. I actually have a parting gift for you. Best interview.
So, yeah, this video is a bit like all over the place, but it is indeed a good video. But again, I had to correct it a few different times. So I like Anthony Padilla, but sometimes I have to say no, it's this or no, it's that. So it's okay. So as long as you indeed know the music and why GOTHS and culture is there, it's okay. But again, do your research if you want to be part of it. You know why you want to be part of the subculture, and just have fun with it. So yeah, see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. I think. I don't know. I will see. Stay awesome, stay lovely, and you know, stay beautiful. Bye bye, people.